What's up, my friends? Welcome. Pro Tour Prep, calling it Modern 101 as I go through and play all the top decks in the format. Obviously can't do my Pro Tour Prep on stream, so I'm testing with Team CFB and friends for the Pro Tour once again. Pro Tour Lord of the Rings is going to be happening on July 28th. But what I want to do is play through all the top decks in the format because, frankly, that's just really, really good practice. Even if you're not going to play a deck for a tournament, getting to play 5 matches with it is a great way to get a feel for the deck, as well as kind of get, idea where its inflection points are, how to beat it, and so on and so forth. So we're playing the money pile, folks. This is the most expensive deck in the format, and just a pile of design mistakes from the last few years. It really is just, it's like Modern Horizons constructed plus the One Ring. You got Wrenn and Six, Teferi, Omnath, Solitude, Fury. A couple new ones here. We got March of the Machines, Mother of Machines, Elvish Norn. And we got March of the Machine, Nissa, Resurgent Animist, and Leyline Binding, Prismatic Ending, Delighted Halfling. You get the idea, honestly. Just a bunch of Triomes, all the best cards in the format, and that's it. So that's the deck. We'll get right at the games. Brought to you by ColosApparel.shop. Get your shirts today. Most won't be slightly translucent like this shirt is, but Colos Apparel, best Magic apparel out there. Check out my jersey. Jerseys are awesome. Those are custom. And tons of great stuff on there. Commander shirts and other Magic shirts. And just a lot of really good stuff. High quality. Love the MTG Jam shirts. You can see this is the Infect one, the newer one. They got playmats. They got stickers. They got hats. They got hoodies. They got it all. One of my favorites is the Run the Power shirts right there. ColosApparel.shop. They got my merch also. ColosApparel.shop. Promo code JIM10. 10% off your order. ColosApparel.shop. Simple as that. Let's get right to our games. First, Triome, double binding. This is fine. We can keep this. Pumpmulligan's a 6. We can go Triome on 1, fetch Triome on 2, cast binding. So, decent 7 here against 6 cards from our opponent on the draw. Are the hands somewhat specific on the Run the Power shirt? Yeah, it's Dak Faden. Stealing a Mock Sapphire. Run them jewels fast. Run them jewels fast. Swamp Grief. Do they have the full scammy thing? Let's find out. I feel like they do. Let's take a sip of my water here while I get scammed. Alright, well, good thing I didn't mulligan, I guess. They have a Grief and 2 cards in hand. And there's a Solitude. Sure. Let's play a land, Zagoth. I mean, our opponent lost like their entire hand to do that, because they mulliganed on the play. Now they have 2 cards in their hand and 2 lands, so like it's not really that bad. But alright, so take 3. And untap and draw a Teferi Time Raveler. I mean, Teferi bouncing a Grief isn't like ideal, but this is fine. Play land, say go. We get the Triome, our mana's perfect. We can pitch Solitude if like we're desperate for some reason, but probably just gonna chill here. We see a Marsh Flats for a Godless Shrine, so there's like a black-white scammy deck. End stab. Orcish Bowmasters. That's pretty good too. Alright. Yeah, I mean, thoughts, Jesus. I mean, they have 1 card left. That last card's Ephemerate, let me tell you. Solitude. Take out the Grief and just have like time to draw stuff. All right, yeah, I'm gonna pitch Solitude here. Turn us like 3-turn clock into like a very much longer clock and just have time to draw out of this. If they have an Ephemerate here, I'll be very, very sad. But all right, pitch Elvish Norn. Just want to draw the Ring or Omnath. I got a bad feeling about this. They have a Stone Cold Nuts. Jimmy Fear in chat? They don't. Alright, so we'll get our Triome. I mean, honestly, being on 0 spells in hand, but having 4 lands and an opponent having a very slow clock is kind of fine. Like, they have 1 card in hand, and time to draw out of it. Silent clearing. All right. So we're at 13. And we draw a Steam Vents. All right. So there you go. Looking for a good spell here. They have no spells. I have no spells. They have 2/1/1s. Cracking the clearing. Wow. Going back down to 2 lands. Dangerous. Let's get dangerous. It's cracking again? Oh, there are Thoughtseize me, sure.
Waka waka.
Nothing here. Alright, here we go. Let's draw the 1 ring. Or Fury. That's fine too, I guess. Alright, so we'll just cast Fury and kill these, and then we're in pretty good shape. So, will they crack clearing again? Did it last turn, right? Sure. Hopefully no Thoughtseize this time. We played the line we drew, so they even knew our hand was empty. It's pretty funny. All right, in for 2. I'm gonna go to 8 here. If they waited, they could have Thoughtseize my Fury. Probably just lost them the entire game, honestly. Two cards in hand, 2 lands in play. Don't you? Oh, come on. Unreasonable. Real quality game, Magic the Gathering here, I guess. Alright, let's crack and go to 8. Alright, I mean, draw a spell, please. That's not a spell. Yeah, alright. Just good games here. Just good games. Dying to raise the alarm. So many good cards in my deck, too. I spent so much money on this deck.
Here comes the money.
Come on. Alright, and Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. Draw the Fury, please. They get Caldera. Alright, big drop. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. That doesn't quite do it. Because we can't block this, right? Yeah. We're probably dead here, but whatever. Just play Mother, say up. Bowmaster should have been a red card. Honestly? Yeah. Why is it Bowmaster just a red card? Oh, this isn't Germ? I don't know if that's true or not. We'll find out, honestly. I don't know how this affects the living weapon. I just thought it kind of happened. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if it's an actual trigger or not. We'll find out though. Obviously, having Elishtorn in play, our top decks are huge. So, yeah, Goblin Bowmasters would be obviously pretty freaking awesome. Could have been red black. Yeah, it's fair. Germ is an ATB? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. I didn't like processes like that, but that kind of doesn't make sense. So, all right. Opponent is in the freaking tank. Jeez. What's the deal here?
Oh my god, Becky.
Mother's got a big booty. Mother holding down the fort. All right, any spell, please. All right, sure. No, it's cool. It's cool. Sure. I guess we attack, right? Playing the challenge. I wasn't planning on playing a challenge. Nah, challenges just take forever and like they're really bad for recording content too. So When is a challenge? I haven't played a modern challenge in like or any challenge, any Swiss tournament on Magic Online in like 7 years or whatever. So, all right, let's draw a land this turn. Good idea, McIntyre. Let's mix it up here. Let's draw a Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand off the top. Here we go. Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand. Go. Close. Challenge starts in an hour. Challenges are awful content. Yeah, I agree. The EV, it's not the EV of a tournament, it's just like the cost. It's the cost of doing business as far as like playing in a tournament while streaming and making bad content and stuff. All right, I mean, we did draw a spell, so it did kind of work, right? It's sort of, you can't really, complain that much, I guess.
Our hero returned.
What about elevensies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
This one's pretty good. All right, untap. And Wrenn and Six. Is Tron a contender for the the Pro Tour? I play Tron with my cool stuff video on Monday. Look for that one. All right, I guess we'll just play Wrenn and kill the Bowmaster. We have no need for a land, obviously, so... Elvish Norn's pretty good, honestly. Like, it really does turn off a lot of things in the format. And attack for 4. Opponent has the ring in their hand. Very possible. Proto says, watch The Lord of the Rings for the first time, mostly because of you, and recognize most of your soundboard sounds. It is a little awkward when you watch like an absolute classic for the first time, and like it's such a part of our media. So for example, I mean, these days it's memes, obviously, right? So you've just heard all the memes from Lord of the Rings. Like, while we were watching it with John was like, oh, he said you shall not pass, Like, when I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey, I just couldn't take the I just couldn't take it seriously because like it's been parodied so many times, So they still have a scene. I hope their hand is shielded, ring. All right, ring. This is ridiculous. All right, attack for 7. I think I just dink them, honestly. I should shoot them for 1. Like, that way if they have the ring, it's much harder for them to live. So just shoot them for 1. Just play land as they go. Alright. I mean, nice low resource game of Magic the Gathering here. Ring. Alright, that was just...
Still a piece of garbage.
Just a game of Magic the Gathering. That was one of the games of Magic the Gathering of all time. All right, so we are going to bring in... Looks like nothing. I don't really see a single card in our sideboard that looks appealing in this matchup. Hollowed Moonlight is kind of cute against the scammy thing, I guess. Endurance. What does Endurance do for us? Like pitch casting Endurance after they've already griefed me? Like, it wasn't casting. So this is good against Ephemerate and the scammy stuff. I guess this also works against the living weapon too, right? Kind of works. Would I rather have that over... I'm on the draw, so I can't Hollow Moonlight their scam. Just can't do it anyway, I guess. I guess just leave it, honestly. I think it's fine. Pretty narrow. Bringing in a narrow card against a deck that's going to tear your hand apart is, like, not really a great idea, so... Pro Tour info in the Pro Tour command. Alright, so we got, I mean, not a great hand, but it just has lands, honestly. If we're going to get scammed and Thoughtseize a million times, just keep lands and draw spells. Polluted Delta. Godless Shrine. Alright, sure. Find the halfling. Alright, yeah, ephemerate, gotta get the idea. So they get to hit me again with grief. I'm ephemerate next turn. Draw land. Come on, just draw land for once. So unlucky. So they get to Teferi. They don't get to attack. I still have a bunch of lands. I have perfect mana. They have 3 cards in hand this time.
Ah, our hero returns.
Alright. Just a little real estate here, you know?
A red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night.
20 life and no second land. Sure. Alright. Just play Heath and get the other Triome. Yeah, you know, we're in no huge rush here. Take 3. There's no land. I mean, like, these scam decks, like, really just put you to the, you know, all right, we're both gonna have no resources. That's the kind of game we're gonna play. Poor question, what's the best Lord of the Rings movie? I think Return of the King. We watched them recently. We watched all 3 extended editions or whatever. I felt like Two Towers does drag a bit in the middle. There's like a lot of like the Arwen stuff where like it's just a lot of like flashback into dream sequence into like Aragorn passed out on a horse into like flashback into dream sequence. It's just like a lot of like the middle just kind of drags a bit. It's not like entirely clear why it's relevant to the story. You're still unfortunate, sure. Still great, obviously, but what did John think? John enjoyed it. John, it was funny. It's like he got a little squirmy during some of like the longer parts in the middles, but like at the end of Fellowship and the end of Two Towers, he was like, huh, "That's it? What? That's all?" All right, so they get Batterskull. They got Batterskull over the other one. It's pretty interesting. All right, so let's just get freaking, I don't know, whatever. Steam at double red, sure. And draw a spell. Let's draw a spell. That's a spell.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Don't tempt me further.
All right, spell it is. Protection. So you go. What's up, Hugo? How's it going, my friend? Level last 10 new brews. 10 new brews coming this week. On Wednesday. Anthology set review. It goes up today on YouTube. Today and tomorrow. Alright, so the Golem game. Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of a cool idea for a game. Just like skulk around as Golem. Alright, down to 11. Draw Heath. Draw a few more spells here probably, but it's very poorly made. Aww. Bowmaster. Oh, I should play the land first. That sucks. I punted. Alright, sure. It's really, really bad. Yeah. Alright. This is pretty bad for us. I just punted. Well, here's Omnath and Fury, so I guess we're alright now. Here to save the day. Alright, so we take some damage. Play Omnath. Play Fetch Land. We can just fetch Plains and cast Solitude. We want to cast Fury too. Let's cast Omnath. If I cast Omnath, I have draw a card. This thing grows again too. Rewarded for not playing the land, yeah, I guess. I feel like Omnath's probably going to die here. Play Omnath, gain the life. I have to fetch a Stomping Ground. Take 3 to cast Fury. And then Fury kills Bowmaster's and Grief, and that's it. It's called Stoneforge Mystic, but maybe it's Grief. So he'd stay alive here. And they have his 4/4 against my 2 creatures. If they have their own Solitude, yeah, I mean, I'm like, I can't do anything about it, really. I'm just kind of behind the 8 ball here, so. White, green, oops. Blue, red. I'll just guess Omnath, see what happens. We'll see how we draw. We draw say a red or white card. That'd be awesome. All right, so we go to 7. I think we fetch a Plains and just cast Solitude. Take only 1. Kill this 4/4. And then we'll just like Fury next turn. Get our doggo Plains that chat wanted. Alright, gain 4, make the mana, cast Solitude. Eat this 4/4, say go. They have 5 cards in hand. We're like probably in trouble here. I don't know, we'll see. Idyllic Range, you cannot play that in your Steam Vents Forest deck. We're very close to turning the corner, but we're definitely they have 6 cards in hand. This turn could go horribly for us. They could just have like Solitude Ephemerate or something like that. Like, imagine if they had that, they would have done it already. But we need to draw a red or white card, so we could also Fury this turn. Here's a Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. They actually have nothing. Oh my god. Wow. All right. Well. That's pretty easy. All right, let's cast Fury. Hold on. We have like actual infinite mana here too. I think I want to play Misty, get an island, and cast Fury with the Omnath mana. Not gonna draw first. Just a Bowmaster in play, folks. Come on, let's go. We're going to go get islands. And we're going to get red. Cast Fury. And go... I don't know. Whatever. Here, I guess. Kill those things. And I think we're golden now. Yeah, there has to be like a bunch of rings or something. I don't even know. And now we're off with the ring. What's up, Andre? We draw another Omnath and a Solitude. Oh my god.
Oh, it's raining Helix! Oh my god!
Alright, so let's just cast Solitude and kill this Grief and just kill them, I guess. We have officially turned the corner, folks.
Here comes the money.
1 out. Alright, opponent is playing Kahira the Orphan Guard. Strap in for a long one, folks. We're going to keep. Wrenn, no fetch land, and then no turn 2 Teferi off tap land, but we'll see what we do. What's up, Ragnarok? Alright, so Fury. Pretty sure we just cast Halfling here, just try and resolve a turn 2 Teferi if we can draw land. If not, we can just play Wrenn, so no fetch land yet, but I don't like Spike's Reprieve and Spell Pierce build. All the decks I'm playing in this series are decks from the big event in Bologna in Europe last week. It was a huge modern tournament in Europe, and just took lists from that one. So this is just a deck that went like 8-1 or something like that. We played the Cabal Coffers Tron deck yesterday. Look for that one on YouTube if you please God just draw freaking untap land. Oh, I'm sorry, actually it has to be most lands are untapped that we casting that Teferi. Oh, we did it.
Oh, it's raining Helix! Oh my god!
Alright, so let's get a... I kind of wanted a Hallowed Fountain, but we're going to have that card in our deck, so I guess Temple Garden it is. On a white? Yeah. Sure, whatever. Alright. I mean, Teferi time. If I can tap my lands right. My Kingdom for an auto tapper. One uncounterable Teferi against your control deck, please. And then do we go up or down? I think we just draw. They could have Fire Ice. That's plus. Plus is bad against like a Binding or a Prismatic End. But if they have a Fury, also can kill it. I don't know. We don't know what they are. They could be Control. They could be Elementals. We don't know what they're doing exactly. So gotta go somewhere though. Up, down, turn around.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Hello. Say go. Got the fetch time for our Wrenn too. They play a Flooded Strand. They just say go here. Oh my god, we're doing it. We're doing it. Alright, so I mean, we just play Wrenn, attack for 1. Like, you have Teferi in place. They can't play any spells. This is fun. There is some allure of just playing all the really good cards, you know? It is counterable, per se. Crack a fetch. Triome, okay. Let's return a land. Let's play Triome. We're going to minus Teferi to draw now, I think. Now they can just Binding on their turn for 1 mana, so let's make sure we get our value off of it. Just minus this and draw. And just like, oh. So obviously way ahead here. Legging says, logistical question, everyone's favorite kind of question. How do you go about obtaining cards for testing a deck submission? It's a little tougher overseas. Yeah, it's tougher with Modern too. Like for Standard, I just have a Standard binder. I just like have a bunch of cards. Hard to bring, you know, all of Modern or whatever to Europe. But I will figure out, I'm not sure exactly. I have to think about it. Hopefully we'll have a good idea what we want to do before we get there. So they're going to play an Omnath and draw a card, but they can't play another land. Obviously, we have the answers for that too, so I think we're in good shape. And just got everything here, it looks like. Maybe just hard cast. Probably just hard cast Fury. It's the biggest threat. So, plus Teferi. Just go get a forest or whatever. Plains. Doesn't freaking matter, honestly. Let's get a Plains. Get our Doggo Plains that chat requested. This feels like a fairly comical game of Magic the Gathering, honestly. Like, we are so wildly ahead. And opponent agrees.
Gay. Blouses.
Good old Delighted Halfling.
What about 11s? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
Alright, so what do we want in, like, a mirror match? Sort of mirror match. They're playing Kihira, we're not, obviously. Means they're not playing Halfling. Don't think we need this many prismatic endings. Maybe we want some Vita. It's our first time playing this deck, so I mean, Boseiju is good against Leyline Binding, obviously. It's kind of cool. Wouldn't mind like a second Boseiju. Wouldn't mind these vetoes, I think. I think it's this. I think I want to cut like 2 endings. And Elvish Dorn's like really good against them, but I don't know. It seems a little hard to resolve. Fury. You should have a Solitude, maybe. No, that seemed pretty good too. Let's just bring in. Wait, how many cards did I bring in? Boseiju, Veto. I cut 2 ending. This deck is 61 cards?
Waka waka.
Alright. Well, this person went 8-1 in the tournament, I guess, so sure, I suppose. Just gonna play 1 veto. Just bring 1 veto. Playing around mill, I guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, this was. I didn't take the player's name. All right. Well, can't name and shame, but if you look on Goldfish, you can just find the list probably. 61 cards. How do you fit that second Hellish Norn in there? I'll tell you. You just freaking stick it in. You just there it is. It's in there. Let's look at Goldfish real fast and see if we can find this. So many modern preliminaries. Open. There it is. Grand Open Qualifier in Bologna. So we're playing probably this one. Nope, 75 cards total. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Just someone's list. Just one of the lists of the tournament. Alright, so we have Halfling again. It's a very keep. Non-60 money piles have been common. I'm trying to show how much money they have by playing more cards. Oh yeah, well my deck is this big. Alright, so just gonna play my Halfling.
You've been in the Farmer Maggot's crop.
You think that the scam decks you're playing the 1-mana land cyclers? Tap lands are pretty rough, you know? They have the ending. Alright, I should have another Halfling, so whatever, I guess, right? Breeding pool, sure. Alright, just do it again. They get the very novice, it's pretty annoying, but we want to get a... I guess getting a Triome doesn't even matter that much. Just play with Stabbed, I think. Oh, no, now we can get our black Triome, because we drew the red. So, yeah, we can get the Sultai Triome and still have red, so it's fine. So, Sultai Triome, red next turn. We have Omnath or Teferi, if our thing lives. If a Teferi are our Halfling, we just play our own Teferi, so, like, it's kind of cool. Tarn. Leyline Binding. Damn. It's a pretty aggro binding here. Alright, so let's get our Triome. Could they have a Spell Pierce for my my Teferi, maybe? I'm going to find out. Let's... Ooh, Nissa? That's pretty cool, too. Alright, so Shock. Teferi? Ended up resolving anyway. Force negation, pitching counterspell. Sure. So they have literally 2 cards left. Sounds good to me. There's Triomes. Minamo's School at Water's Edge. If you got one of these in your binder, go dig it out, because this was already like a $20 card because Commander, I think, and now it's got to be like a bunch more. We draw a Wrenn and Six. That's actually really good. So now I can go Nissa, land drop, mana, Wrenn and Six. Obviously, they have a counterspell. It sucks. It does play the Boseiju, but I brought in a Boseiju, right? I think I brought in a second copy of Boseiju, so I still have 2. Yeah, I did. So let's try that. Here's Nissa. And then they counter it, whatever. You know, sure. Play Boseiju. Lotus Cobra, make a red. Play Wrenn. Whiskey Dingo says, got a Manam on my ring for the first time last night. Shit was wild. Does seem pretty good. Yeah. Alright. I mean, we're all rolled up for next turn, so. What's up, Marty? Marty! Alright. Play an island. I feel like cast a ring. It's a little annoying. I don't quite have an answer to that, but... Alright. The ring.
Don't touch me, photo.
So, I mean, we have like a shitload of mana next turn, but everyone grab a Snickers, folks. We're not going anywhere for a while. All right. Play Omnath. Solitude in response. Sure. So they kill Nissa, but I mean, like, that's, you know, I was looking forward to Nissaing, but whatever, it's fine. They have no cards in hand. They have the ring, though. If I can find a binding off this Omnath, that'd be sweet. Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. Is bouncing the ring? Yeah, they have an Omnath play. Definitely want to bounce the ring. So let's play Flooded Strand. And gain 4 life. And then we'll go fetch. Just get like an island, I think. Get our island. Make a bunch of mana. We're going to be drawing a card off this. So is there any priority to colors of mana we want to keep open? I don't think so. I can let the green up, I guess. Yeah. Alright, play Teferi. We'll bounce the ring. Which is not ideal, but I mean, it slows it down a little bit. We draw. Alright. Let's return my Flooded Strand. I guess just say go. We're like, honestly, don't have an answer to the ring just yet, so Puppeteer. They draw lands. Now they can ring and Minamo it. It's pretty powerful. It's not too bad.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Alright. Here's the ring. I mean, we can draw a spell. There's no doubt there. Or another lands. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to play a land and say go. I guess we're going to fetch, right? We'll just fetch and Wrenn. Alright, sure. Let's go get our Triome. Let's have 1,000 mana and nothing to do with it. We're probably going to lose this game, which is kind of gross. Like, just single-handedly lose to the ring. Alright. And return this. And, yeah, just 10,000 mana, so you go. We have a second copy of Boseiju that can't kill this, obviously. Can't deal damage to them, so they have protection right now. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. I shouldn't have gotten this. You're right. I should have let Levis in the deck because I want to draw it naturally and just cycle it. That was very stupid. That was an autopilot kind of play. Alright, so Sundering Titan is gas. I am a big Sundering Titan fan. And the game's just over now. They just draw 7 cards, we just can't win. Wow.
War will make corpses of us all.
But the power of they literally went from 0 cards to 7 cards in 1 turn cycle. We can just never win now. Like, this is pretty wild. This stuff is can they block here? No, never mind. So I don't think our Triome fetch is gonna matter that much, honestly. So cast Solitude here. Cast another ring, sure. They have 9 cards in hand. About to have, yeah, discard a hand size, I guess. We got him on the old hand size front. That's good, I guess. $34 cards left. Probably not decking them. It sucks how at this point in the game, the only thing left to talk about is like how bad of a design the ring is. Like, and like how it should clearly give the burden counters to the player, not the ring itself. So you can't like just play a new one and reset it. Like, if it had 6 counters on it, it would still be an interesting game. They'd have a bunch of cards. They'd have a bunch of power, but be losing a bunch of life too. And it'd be like a flavorful, interesting game. But me able to play the second copy, it's just like, all right, I guess. Here's the unbinding, sure. Yeah, definitely a big punt in design. It must have like 1,000 force negations now too. It's not. It's actually not a terrible design. It's actually a really awesome design. It's terribly developed. That's the issue. That's the issue with a lot of cards. Like Oko Thief of Crowns, exact same thing. It's actually a really fun design. It's just terribly developed because design is the words on the card. Development is the numbers, right? And the numbers, I guess it's not. It's like not exactly the numbers on this card, but it's still not the way it should be. So, Omnath, Elish Norn. Elish Norn's kind of cool. I mean, like, we're just gonna play Elish Norn. I get to get 2 Omnath triggers. Just gain 8 life. This 8 life is really gonna help us out here. Alright, so yeah, the numbers are just in the wrong spot. They're on the card, not on you, like experience counters. I have a bunch of mana. I can't attack. I want to set up for the 3rd landfall, so I'm actually not going to fetch here. I'm just going to hold this. I'm just like plus this. And just say go. Yeah, put a burden counter on. I don't know how it would work in the rules, but like put a burden counter on yourself, like they do with experience counters, you know. All right, so I mean, they literally have like 1,000 cards in hand, like energy. Yeah, exactly. Ending my Wrenn. I mean, whatever. The thing is, like, it actually doesn't matter because like they say they have 1,000 cards. Like that didn't seem very relevant, but. Just Bone Crusher Giant against your Resurgence. You don't lose to the protection, you lose to the cards. The protection just serves to set up the cards, you know? So I don't think Bone Crusher Giant's like the answer. It is a way to get through the one turn, but yeah, super lore savvy too, agree. Just a real flavor miss and a real power level miss. Odawara Elish Norn. Alright. I guess they're playing Counterspell on their deck too. Leyline Binding. I mean, like, okay. They definitely have the card Counterspell. So let's cast Binding and try and get back our Teferi. And then I can resolve Elish Norn. I can play some lands, nug them for a bunch, and then recast the Binding. Or bounce. Yeah, then bounce my own Binding. I'm not sure. Hold on. Let's cast Binding. We'll just start. We're like 2% to win this game, so I cast spells. Here's Leyline Binding. We might be able to kill them, honestly. Putting burden counters on the player is much more flavorful than only being able to play one copy of the ring. They have Force Negation. Okay, sure. So they have Force Negation. Again, I'm sure they have a counterspell here too, but whatever. Yeah, when your opponent has 19 cards in their hand, it's pretty hard for them not to have everything, you know. All right, so yeah, obviously that game was literally soloed by the ring. I want second veto on the play too. Second veto, let's cut a Solitude. Try this. So yeah, just solo by the ring. We were in a phenomenal spot. They had 0 cards in their hand, and then the next turn they had 7. Yeah, I agree, man. There's absolutely no chance. There is 0 chance, like 0 chance, the One Ring is legal in Modern this time next year. 0. The only caveat would be is if they were to somehow errata it in some way, which I think would be very unlikely. So, all right. Our hand's not great, but we're going to keep. We've got 2 Teferis and Omnath. You just draw well, too. So, all right. So, we're going to get both Triomes here. Gonna get the green Triome, Misty Halfling. Or they could power creep it in a year. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be ridiculously out of the question, right? Let's get a green Triome. Restricting a card is like a super, super no-no. It's obviously cute in the idea of the One Ring with the One Ring, but Nissa, all right. I still think it's, you know, I mean, it's almost as bad as eroding the card. So, like, I don't know. All right, so let's get another Triome here. We're going to get our first Teferi countered and go from there. Let's draw a land, please. We can not play with Boseiju. Cool. Let's play Teferi. Just jam. Jamming. Pull a ban list in the middle of a tournament. Funny story, actually. My second ever Pro Tour was Pro Tour Prague in 2006. It was a draft Pro Tour. It was full block original Ravnica. And Dissension, the third set in the block, had just come out. It was like that weekend. And they actually issued an errata to a card in the players' meeting. There's a... it's called like something foliage. It's like a 3-mana green uncommon instant. Makes a 1/1 that's supposed to enter the battlefield blocking something. But like the way it's worded, you could play it before blockers were declared, have it blocking something, and then block something else also, which is clearly not in the spirit of the card. At the player meeting, they're like, this card's going to work the way it should work, not the way it's printed. And they errated it. So it was like a functional errata. It was pretty funny. All right, so we can resolve. I mean, we could try to resolve Teferi here, I guess. We're going to try and resolve Teferi. They're probably going to force it. I think it's fine. Playing Nissa and making a mana doesn't do anything. Playing Omnath and tapping out isn't great either. So I'll just play Teferi and see what happens. Flash Foliage, the card. If someone can card function that in chat, you can check it out. Yeah, the player meeting errata. That's it. Yep, Flash Foliage. Instant cast a spell only during combat. Yeah, so on the card, it says cast a spell only during combat, period. And the errata is after blockers are declared. Alright, so I'm going to let Teferi resolve. I'm going to draw a card. Just going to take my free card here. Whatever they play to kill this, will probably not care about the loyalty, so just draw a card. I'm getting hungry already. Just had breakfast. Alright, your turn. Breeding Pool. Omnath. So Omnath, but no land. Sure. We obviously have Solitude in our hand, too. Teferi's going to 6. They have 5 cards. Alright. Flooded Strand is a good draw, obviously. So now we can just go Omnath, fetch land, Solitude. That's pretty good. Omnath. Draw a card. Fetch land. Trigger. Get our planes. Yeah, get our planes. Have to get the planes. So planes. Get a lot of value out of this basic land redemption. I do a thing on my stream where people can give their channel points to change my lands, and someone wanted to get the dog land. I had to go get it too. Usually it's on Arena, so I had to go buy the dog land. So get some sick value on that. All right, I mean, we're looking pretty good here. Please unnerf Omnath and Historic. Yeah, I'm like, at first I was pretty about the nerfs and Historic to paper cards. I'm now off of it. I think changing a card that's printed in paper can never change. So if there's 2 versions of it, it's just too jarring. It's just too much. I love errating or nerfing and buffing the digital cards because like those are digital anyway. But having 2 Omnaths is just too much in my opinion. Alright, so they can Solitude our Omnath, which is fine. We have another one, so. What's the numbers? I'm sorry, Espen resub. Thanks so much. Yeah, Omnath being legal and Explorer is very, very weird, too. Alright, so they're going to try to bounce their Solitude for max value. But not going to attack and kill Teferi, so. Unless they want to pitch Solitude again. Which is fine, I guess. We still have Omnath. Wow, really? It's going to let me kill her Teferi for free? It's kind of gas. Alright, let's Solitude attack Teferi. And then we're going to go Omnath land Wrenn. Green, white, red, blue. Omnath land life Wrenn. Alright. Why not Wrenn and Nissa? Why Wrenn and Nissa? Remember, folks, if you have a, don't ask why I'm not doing something. Tell me what you would do and why you think we should do it, and then I can give you a good feedback on your thing. I need your reasoning for doing the play to give you my reasoning back and give you a rebuttal. So, make some life and play Wrenn and draw off of this. And say go. Because of a draw? How are we drawing a card? No fetch lands here. You're going to hardcast Solitude again. I mean, I feel like our opponent is just making bad exchange after bad exchange. Goodbye, Omnath. Now I have the ring. Steam Vents, sure. Alright, so now I get to Nissa fetch for an elemental. Let's see what we do. I can also just like freaking bounce my snaps, that's bad. With the ring also. So like Nissa fetch land, try and hit Omnath, I guess. From East Northport, what's up? Play Nissa. We get mana here too. Played a Grim last night? Sweet. I haven't been to Grim in a while. I don't play much local Magic anymore. It's just like, you know, when you do Magic full time, it's you know, it's kind of a wanting to go do something else usually when it's time for my time off. Alright, so we're going to make a mana. Let's make a red. And I guess we're gonna fetch. Just get an island. And make a mana and get an elemental, please. Probably casting the ring here also. So, like, I think we're pretty good shape. I think even without the ring, we're super ahead here. But with the ring, it's like, woo, something else. Hello, opponent. Knock, knock, knock. Make a white. We had Omnath. All right, I've already played a land, though. Still worth playing, I suppose. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we don't have mana to cast the ring and Omnath? We just play the ring. Yeah, sure. Here's the ring. And draw a card with the ring. Draw another Teferi, sure. I mean, it's gonna plus this and plus this. And I mean, I'm just gonna say go, I guess. We've got our Planeswalkers on our protection, but we have blockers and they have enough loyalty to survive us anyway. What's my prediction on the amount of milliseconds passed after the Pro Tour before the ring is banned? It'd honestly be gas if, like, tomorrow they were just like, we're banning the ring before the Pro Tour. It's just obvious ban, we're just going to ban it. Just, like, invalidate everyone's testing. and just like we have a whole new format. I guess I thought it would be a new format, it should be the old format again, but right. I think having the ring legal for the Pro Tour is great. It's just sort of like everyone go nuts. It's a crazy new card. Everyone go nuts with it. It honestly would be better if they just like said they were going to ban it anyway. But like, that means it's an irrelevant format. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, just constantly printing overpower cards and banning them is not a sustainable business model, obviously. But we'll see what they do. You know. What's the player for the ring going to be? I would guess the ring is in over half the decks of the Pro Tour. I'll stay with over half. Like if a line is 50%, I'll take the over. What do you think, folks? Here, that's your YouTube comment of the day and your Twitch chat comment of the day. The line is 50% of the decks at the Pro Tour will have the ring in them. Do you have the over or the under? What do you think? The line is 50% of all the decks at the Pro Tour will have the ring in it. Do you want the over or the under? 50 is a lot. Like, 50 is a lot. And there are a lot of linear decks in the format. So, oh, look, it's the game. Okay, sure.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancake.
A lot of overs. A lot of overs. Yeah, I think Bank Buster in Standard was in like 60% of the decks. If a line is 60, is it over under? I think that's like a really like I'm taking the under on 60%, I think. But our hand is it's fine. It's not great, but we have like these things for defense if we need it. Bunch of main deck annuls. Well, they're printing halfling too, so you can't just like, you know, annul the one ring because they have halflings too. Turn 1 grief. All right. So they're gonna grief me. Yeah, like Living End's a deck. Burn should not be playing the ring. That's just like a meme or whatever. You know, Burn's a deck. Rhinos probably shouldn't play the ring. These are all like, you know, very real decks too, so. Alright, yeah, there you go. Turn 1 scammy thing again. We beat it last time. Let's see if we can beat it again. They're playing actual scam, though, and they also have the plus almost encounter, which is kind of big, actually, so let's see what happens. Hardened Scales and Burn, yeah. There are definitely decks that won't play it. Yeah, I think if the line is 60%, I kind of want the under. But not by much. We're talking like 58%, you know? Alright, I mean, they take Wrenn here, and our hand's pretty bad, so is what it is, but Teferi. Alright, I mean, I guess we want to get Triome. We'll just say go. Need to get both of them anyway. People start boarding in Haywire Might to exile the ring. Yeah, that's a good answer. Attack for 4. Do Aspiring Spikes though. Little clickies. And no land. Very common, honestly, because like, you have a scam, you keep it, but like you might have a 1-lander or something like that, so. So if we draw, it's weird. If we get this Triome, we can draw a Leyline Binding. If we get this Triome, we can draw a Halfling. I say just get the land for Halfling anyway. Yeah, sure, let's get this. If I have to play an untap fetch, I can just get it, so it's very sure. So, alright, I mean, honestly, Teferi Bounce Grief is fine. Like, alrighty, in with the old Grieferoni. Take 4 again. Could have pitched, but like, I don't want to double our cards here. Yeah, we just like have answers, so. It's very can't get Feign Death either. They have 5 cards in hand. Solid is pretty cool too. Alright, I think we're actually like a solid favorite to win this game now. Alright. Minus on, yeah. Another Fury, sure. We have Solitude if I try and rescam. I'm not sure if I do that, though. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Losing 2 cards to kill their grief when they're going to discard a card from our hand is not ideal, so... Pitch Fury. Sure. Gotta go the other way. Gonna scam a Fury this time. Sure. This is fine. Obviously, we'll just cast Teferi and bounce it, so... Oh, duh, you can't scam with Teferi and Blight, right? Well, now it's gone, so they can, but... Just gonna let it die? Alright. Sure. This is fine. I'm not going to Solitude here. I just can Teferi bounce it or evoke Fury if I have to. Just want to keep the quantity of cards in my hand, I think. What do you think about Pioneer versus Modern as format games? Definitely a bit off Modern these days. No particular reason, obviously. But I don't know. Modern's fine. Pioneer's fine. Alright, so do the thing again. They have 2 cards left now. So the thing is, like, even if they take my Teferi here, I can just Fury their grief. And if I draw land, I just cast Omnath also. So we're like, they have 2 cards left. What are they going to do, you know? Yeah, when all of your cards 2 for 1, like, sure. You got to kill me pretty quick, you know? Also draw Binding, draw like tons of stuff here. That's Solitude. Alright. I do really want to draw a land, but alright, we're going to pitch Fury and kill this, I guess. Drawing a land would be super nice, but... Alright, say go. In Pursuit of Knowledge says, pitch elementals make me not want to play Modern. I mean, that is a very, very valid opinion. Here's a swamp. 2 cards left. Alright, we're going to untap and draw land. Yes, we are. This will probably die, but just another 2 for 1, so... Oops. Oh, shit. Actually, we can't guess on with this. Basic Forest was not it, folks. We cannot cast Omnath right now. Alright, you son of a... Sure. So we have... This is a blue-green land, and we have 2... We have... Yeah. Basic Forest, I think, is the only land in the entire deck that would not cast Omnath here. Here's Bowmasters. That sucks. Yeah. Alright. We are going to 7 here. Untap. And we draw Misty. Oh my god, I have to fetch Shock in order to... I think I just Solitude the Bowmasters, honestly. I'll fetch Shock, Solitude Bowmasters in combat. If I fetch Shock and Bomb, that'd be just a freaking die, so... The man is a Terminate. This will draw it out. Another Bowmasters. Christ. Alright, well... Kind of an ugly game. That's I don't know he drew Solitude, so it's really unfortunate draws of a land. Drawing the Forest is super awkward, and drawing Misty and not a white fetch is also super awkward. So pretty unlucky with lands, unfortunately. But here comes the army. They're going to play around Solitude. All right, so get a white. Shock it in and go to 3. Die to Lightning Bolt. We're going to try and kill Bowmaster here, because they chose not to attack with it, so like they probably don't have a removal spell for my Solitude, I guess. Let's kill one of these. And we need to cast this next turn to, like, not die, so... Alright, this worked out well. So we gain 3 life, up to 6. If you were to slant Scam to have some value spells for this matchup, how would you tweak the meta consensus? I'm not sure. I blended up Modern to give you like a really like in-depth analysis, but like probably just play the ring in the Scam deck. All right, I mean that's pretty good. Here's Omnath. It's gonna live, obviously. They have a third Bowmaster. It kind of sucks, but we obviously have another land. Come on. All right, so take one. Get to gain a bunch of life here at least. We're gonna fetch a red land for sure. Sacred Foundry. Play this. Gain the life. Say go on their turn. Gain the life. We'll do it on their upkeep so they can't kill at response. Omnath is pretty good. Like if we draw a land here, we're gonna lose, or if I draw terminate. But I think we're like pretty ahead right now. About to turn this corner. All right, spell. Do we want to gain the extra 4 life on their turn, or do I want to save the Misty for a potential mana boost? Planesflare on Blood Moon. That's a good catch. Yeah, that's a good catch. You're right. I think you're right. Alright, let's do this. Gain some life. Nice stack, right? Like, at this point, we're just freaking attacking. We've gained so much life. Yeah, big punt on the not getting a Plains. I think you're right. What is this? They have another Bowmaster? No, they don't. God, what a sicko. Alright, third Bowmaster. Oh, they feigned death. Oh, that was just a terrible play on my part. Just a terrible play. Wait. But it doesn't die, though. Alright, this doesn't kill my Omnath. Okay. Alright, yeah, sure. It's fine. Yeah.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
They do have a 2/2 and a 1/1, but what's up, Noel 60? Pitch Fury. Alright, let's crack this. That Fatal Push would have worked, yeah, but alright, so let's get Steam Bents. Gain some life. I mean, we have a bunch of life to work with here, so yeah, we're drawing to like every spell in our deck basically. So Noel 60, everyone's side of our new first time chatter, Noel 60. If it's your first time here, raise your hand in chat. How y'all doing out there? My name is Jim. You can hit that follow button first time here. Pro Magic player, full-time content creator, playing in the Pro Tour coming up, and usually I'm more of an arena streamer. We're playing some Modern at the Pro Tour, so hit that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Leaving back the Orc. Why would they leave back the Orc? I don't know. One card in hand. If they had saved that Feign Death, would have had a nasty Fury here. Let me draw.
I wish the ring had never come to me.
Wrong! I'm stoked the ring came to me, honestly.
We are sitting on a field of victory, enjoying a few well-earned comforts.
Alright, play the ring. And then we're going to get the protection, and then draw. Draw another ring? Alright, sure. It's pretty good, honestly. This grows their thingy, but whatever. Let me just play a land and say go. Alright. But the power of the ring could not be undone. Braveheart line, reset, thanks so much. You need to leave? What's that from? Alright, so untap. Draw. Take one. Draw. Omnath, Locus of Creation. They ping themselves into the army. I didn't even notice. Could play second ring. Let's see here. I think we just draw. Whatever. Just take two. We're probably going to go Omnath and do another ring, but I want to get a land too. I want to play Omnath and play a land immediately. Just whatever. We'll deal these eventually. Strand Halfling? Sure. So we go... Dink, dink. Go to 13. Play Omnath.
What about second breakfast?
Draw a card. Draw it. Binding. Perfect. Yeah. We'll just find an answer eventually, right? You know, like, play Flooded Strand. Make a bunch of mana. Actually, I'm just gonna hold this. We'll just play Binding. Well, actually, we don't even need to play Binding yet, right? We're at 16. Play the Halfling. It just comes down to, like, do I want to play another ring or not? Play another ring, get protection, draw another card. Or just gain life on their turn, play Halfling and Binding here. Let's do that. Play Halfling. Just gonna say go. We'll gain life with Omnath on their turn. We'll Binding the Bowmaster at some point on their turn. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, honestly. I just smash my head in the keyboard a few times and probably still come out on top. So, we got the ring. We got Omnath.
Wow, it's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited.
Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. They do have Castle Locthwain, though, so better watch out. Most forgiving deck in Modern? I disagree. This deck's very hard to play. Alright, I'll just block. If they play Grief, we lose. Why? We're just Binding the Bowmaster, lose our ring. Just keep playing Magic, right? Like, what do you mean? We have a ring in play. It's great. Ragavan. Old Ragavan. It's so funny how Ragavan isn't even good anymore, thanks to this Bowmaster card. Get a Plains. Gain some life. Cast the Binding. They have their 4th Bowmaster, maybe? Or was that a different game? Oh, I'm sorry, they only cast 2 Bowmasters this game. Eat that. Untap. And draw. Prismatic Ending, sure. Ring, you have another Bowmaster? Makes the game interesting at least. No! Aww. Poor opponent. Alright, just play. Does it even matter what we do? Play a new ring. Draw again. Someone was saying on a podcast that they think they only tested the ring in Commander, where, like, you can't play a second copy, obviously. I land. Alright. I mean, it's a lot of lands, but we have protection now, so we can just attack. Let's attack with our... Let's just play a land first. Play a land first. Attack for 4. Just gonna ending the army. Say go. We're a little flooded, but you know. We have at least a breeding pool. I know that. Oh, it's in our hand. I think we have vegetable lands. Maybe we might not actually, but I'm too far ahead to look at our deck list and figure it out. So we'll just say go. We're gonna crack this fetch on their turn, and then we're gonna, if we don't have a land, we'll swim a land. Dothy Voidwalker. Alright. Crack this. Is there a land? It's possible there isn't. There is not. Alright, we actually have no fetchable lands left, so that's fine. Alright, so here's a Voidwalker. They have 1 card in hand.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The power of the ring could not be undone. Draw. I'll take one, I mean. Draw for turn. Nissa. How many fetch lands left? That sucks. Alright, draw. Wrenn. Binding. Sure. I mean, it's just binding the Voidwalker. And then play Nissa. And then play a land. And then make a red. And then play Wrenn and Six. And then kill this. And then attack for 4. And then oh, I didn't put the deck list on the overlay. I'm sorry, folks. It's just like a stock deck list. Nothing crazy. What do you think, opponent? Gonna tap out now, or are you just gonna keep going here? Gonna keep a charade of a game up, or what do you think?
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
All right. Game 2. They turn 1 scammed. Wasn't good enough. Any sideboarding? I don't think so. Right? Like, sideboard seems kind of bad, honestly. But I guess like we're just like it's just a good matchup anyway. So, you want endurance? I don't think so. Boseiju, no. Yeah, it's just, I mean, like Moonlight's like kind of interesting. Is there any bad card in our deck that we're like really unhappy with? Not really, honestly. Yeah, Ragavan, yeah, just whatever. Just submit. It's fine. This does feel like the sort of like baseline level 0 best deck in the format. It just all the best cards, good enough synergy, best removal spells, super flexible. Like binding and ending answer literally anything. So. Come on, opponent. What do you got here, right? So, anyone read any good books lately? Hmm? You missed Burn? Not Burn's next. Maybe Mike. Maybe. I like the old Six Flags guy. Just dancing around, going on roller coasters, having a great time. That guy's a cool guy. Someone to aspire to, honestly. Alright. I mean, yeah, this is fun. You read Storm the Light Archive? Sanderson? No, I don't know. I didn't know who Brandon Sanderson was until he was a guest at that event. And, like, he was the reason that got Finkel and LSV and Reed to go to that con. I don't know. That's funny. They're going to play Leyline in the Void? What? Does that make it even more inconsistent? What does Leyline do against us? Just Wrenn, right? Like, I guess. Alright, let's get a Triome and say go. Bloodstainmire. I don't know what's going on, folks. Our opponent seems to be a little iffy with their deck. Perhaps it's their first time playing it or something. And 1 land again. Oh boy. Alright, sure. Some of their clock is behind us too, which is like insane. It's like we've taken so many game actions. Alright. Untap. And I'm just gonna play the Wrenn. I'm like not gonna play it, so infinite source of 1 damage. Alright, you're up. I know we got people fighting about books in chat. We got book battles in chat now. No! I have a degree in English and writing, and I don't even read. I don't have time to read, unfortunately. I used to read more, but just enough time. End step, lightning bolt, Wrenn. Why would you bolt the Wrenn if you brought the Leyline in? Alright, sure. I feel like bolt's also just actively bad against us, right? Like, Misty Rainforest, sure. Zagoth. I guess you want to like get basics. I guess they like land, blood moon or something like that. As long as I have a plains, I guess it's fine. Let's get a Triome. Man, if the little arena thing popped up and asked if I enjoyed this game, the answer would be no. Or enjoy this match. They're gonna grief. Okay, here comes the grief. And they're going to look at my hand. I'm going to allow that. Go ahead, look at my hand. Hand's pretty juicy, so. Any reason I didn't Leyline Binding the Leyline and then get back Misty back last turn? I mean, maybe. Like, it just seems so irrelevant. You know, maybe getting the free land or two would be reasonable, but you might be right, honestly. They take my Omnath? Sure. So we could, in theory, like, binding the Leyline and just, like, get our Wrenn going. Which I guess is, like, fine. Yeah, let's do that, sure. You know, you sold me on it. You sold me, chat, alright? I'll listen to chat. Well, every once in a while, I'll listen to chat. Alright, so that's gone. Crack this. Yeah, like, if we're not doing anything else, like, sure. Here's our Triome. Untap. Teferi also. Jeez. Funny, we can like just get double triggers off Wrenn here and just bounce our binding. I might just do that. Now we've gotten a land off Wrenn. This play's very pleasant, I guess. I want to have access to a plains. Just get on a dual land, I guess. He's not on a binding anymore. Just play Teferi and plus it. Just freaking. This is like my least favorite kind of game, Magic. Where you're just so ahead that like all of your decisions, you're just like taking like your 98%er and turning it into like a 99%er. It's just like, ugh. All right, so let's plus this and just say go. Yeah, I think on average you should just ignore the Leyline for the most part, but like. Turning binding into like 3 lands is like pretty reasonable. So here's a Fury. Sure. I guess if they have a scam here, we'll probably need to Solitude. Because they can kill both planeswalkers. Alright, so they kill Wrenn, deal 1 to Teferi. Sure, yeah, they're going to scam here, so we'll just Solitude. But they know we have these, too. Like, should I die? Just going to die. Sure. Also fine. Now we can just bounce our binding. Oh, I have Teferi out, right. Sorry. I'm getting passive pump on my own things. Alright, so let's get a Steam Bends. Doesn't really matter. Get this. Untap. Just gonna give them their thing back. We have Solitude. I'll fetch the plains first. Put the land in the graveyard because we draw another Wrenn, and then we'll bounce the binding. Draw Nissa. Sure. Just say go. Just have hardcast Solitude up and insane hand. So, what's up, Seth? 42 months. Hell yeah. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. What does scam mean? Just like the slang name for this deck. The act of like turn 1 griefing and doing the thing and then is scamming. They're gonna Bowmasters my Teferi? Sure. It's fine. I like draw fetch land with our Nissa, but it's very isn't that important for us, so. We have 2 cards in hand, yeah. Fetchland. Hello.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Make a red. Crack the fetch. Get an island. Make a white. We get another Nissa. That's like the only miss in the deck. That's dope. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Sure. Stack. Kind of a tilt, but it's fine. I think we'll be alright. To scam. To undercut the legitimate transaction process. That is pretty reasonable, yeah. That's alright, we win. Cool. So yeah. Alright. We are on the draw. Opponent's got 7 cards in hand, and our hand is pretty bad. I mean, Fury helps a lot, but Raugrin's ugly. Yeah, I'm just a mulligan, I guess. We have like Pitch Fury, obviously, which keeps us alive too, but I'm just mulligan. Mulligan into Double Mother. Alright, I'll keep this. Ship Mom. I think 2 Moms might be. I think it's like you just like cut the second Norn, go to 60 cards, probably where you want to be, honestly. I think 61 and 2 Moms seems pretty sketch, but Swamp, Mordor, Thoughtseize. You got me. Remember Bloodbraid Elf? Hell yeah. Z says, last time I was playing Modern, I was playing Tarmogoyf with a straight face. Oh yeah, those are the days. Bloodbraid Elf, banned in Modern. Thoughtseize on the stack. That is true. They did buff Tarmogoyf, the battle card type. That's the Tarmogoyf's power. Raw power. I want to like these lands because the maps are so cool, but they're just so awful because you can't tell what they are. Take a binding, sure. Island. Alright, so we're going to get, I guess, Raugrin Triome or whatever. So let's do this. Hot take, unban Hypergenesis. Tell me how that's going to make the format better, you know? Alright, so here's a Voidwalker. It's kind of annoying. Go get a Raugrin whatever Triome. Alright. So we draw an Omnath. Alright, I mean, just get our Triomes, do our thing. Yeah, they needed to more heavily colorize the map itself. This one isn't that bad because like it's mostly black, but all right, now what? Grief. Well, to give us a lot of grief today. I'm gonna assume they have the scam too. This might be bad for us. They have a decent clock now, too. They take the Teferi. Oh, no. No scamsies. Okay. No scammeronis. Just a Croxa? Alright. It's not ideal. Sure. Oh, you gave me priority. It's my freaking fetch land. Teferi off the top row, that'd be great. So we're going to discard, I guess, Elesh Norn here. It's a little too far away, I think. And they are very close to casting Croxa. They only have 1 card in. They have a lot of land, too, so I guess we're not actually that close. We draw a Sacred Foundry. Alright, we're going to reveal the card we drew. And just so go. So they have 1 card in hand and 4 cards in the graveyard. They need to get another land, and so they draw another fetch land. Now they can Elesh Norn. Oh, that's true, actually. We just gave them the Voidwalker Elesh Norn. They drew a land, too. Oh, it wasn't a thing. They're gonna cast Elesh Norn. Yeah. That was probably bad. This is, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is, like, insane against us. Oh, they get some Croxa, too. Another Croxa will trigger double. Oh, my God. Oh. Alright. I might have punted this game. I gave them Elesh Norn, and now they have double Croxa. And now we have actual nothing. And also, with this in play, we have no way to, like, kill their stuff, too. Alright. What's our out here? Like... The reason this card is played is it's so good against us. Yeah. Alright. We'll take that one. I take full responsibility for that game, alright? That one's on me.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
I don't know if we were in good shape anyway, honestly, but that was probably not the way we needed to do it, so we had to, like, Fury to kill the thingy, but whatever, it's fine. Can I just cut a card? Alright, so Charmor, Hollow Moonlight. Is Hollow Moonlight interesting here? Endurance. They have Croxa. Elesh Norn is good against them too. Like, I don't think I want a sideboard. There's something I want of these cards. Like, the Moonlights are just too inconsistent. Endurance is just a 3-2. Like, if Endurance could block Voidwalker, maybe. But, like, it's just not that good. I just want raw power in my deck. Chalice on 1. It's pretty sketchy. I don't know. I'm just going to submit. On the play. Just no sideboarding. Unnecessary. Deck's too good to sideboard. Alright, so... we got our Halfling. Zagoth. Hand is, I should not be F6'd. Old Ragavan on the draw. Yeah, not so exciting for them. Teferi Time Raveler. Alright, so I can Teferi bounce this. They can always dash it and kill Teferi. I think it's a very good turn for us, though, so I think I actively want to do that, so let's just do this. That costs them their whole turn, and, like, I've already got my value, too, so that would make this into Repulse plus Time Walk, which is great, so let's bounce this. Another Lando. Blood Crypt. Take 2. Ragavan. Bolt the Halfling.
What about second breakfast?
Alright, untap and Wrenn and Six. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
I'm telling you, folks, it's a bad day to be a 1 toughness creature in the modern format. Let me tell you, alright? Not a good day. Not a good day. And now I have an instant speed ending if I wanted to. I guess a Fury to kill both of these is like a little annoying, but only if they have the scam. They still have 5 cards. Swamp. Voidwalker, sure. That's it. That's the best you can do. A Voidwalker. Heath. Alright, plus this. Plus this. Just gonna ending the Voidwalker before they can do anything stupid with it. Actually, I guess doesn't Teferi turn us off? Oh no, it's play it. It's top. You don't play it in the you don't play it in the resolution of the ability. So they can't scam with Teferi and play now. Just gotta kill the Voidwalker now. Just play land, so go. It is an instant and the ending, but like I'm just not gonna let them untap with it. And then just play land. We get the Strand back and say go. Yeah, they can scam a Fury because they can kill a Teferi with the trigger of a stack, but that's kind of annoying. Sure. So Grief takes Solitude. It's fine. Obviously, we're still in pretty good shape here. We have a few too many lands, but I think I made a mistake. I think I shouldn't. I want to get this one. I'm not going to fetch the Triome this. I want to draw it for the Wrenn. So, do we just cash into Teferi here? Try and draw a spell. Yeah, we can play around Blood Moon a little more carefully. Let's get a Plains for sure. Just bounce the Grief. I can play whatever I draw. I can play it. So cool. All right, so go blue, white, Teferi, plus on the Strand. Play Strand, just plus Teferi too. Go ahead, grief me. See if I care. Come on, do it. I want you to do it. Come on, grief me. Grief me.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boy.
You got it. And we are not going to crack this. We'll hold it for Omnath and hold it for Plains. 3 cards in hand for our opponent. We draw the Plains. All right, cool. Let's minus here. All right, well, I guess we're fetching now. So, all right, just get... We don't want to get Triome because we want to have the ability to draw it and cycle it. So let's get this, I guess, and just get back this land. Play Breeding with her. Now they get to grief my Wrenn, I guess, but whatever. Alright, I mean, say go, I guess. This is kind of an awkward one. The Doggo Plains, yes. A little bit of real estate here. Get a Swamp. Cast Grief. You got it. Are there any lands left in my deck is the question. Here's a Bowmasters. Alright. That's an interesting choice. I guess I want to play on the ring. That makes sense. So, we draw Solitude. Alright, so it's Dink the Bowmasters. Plus Teferi. We still have an island in our deck. I want to keep some vegetables for Omnath-y stuff, so just play a land as I go. Alright, so as I go, just hardcast Solitude on the Grief, block the token. Despite drawing literally all lands, we're still in pretty good shape, so. Fable's pretty good too, yeah. I can see playing Fable in this deck, obviously. The Swamp, sure. Takanuma. Sure. You can make Bowmasters. Here's a Bowmaster. This will grow their Orc. A little annoying, but sure. Gonna dink the Wrenn. Interesting. Trying to kill the Wrenn. Man, I sure hope something bad don't happen to you.
Poor predictable Bart. Always takes rock. Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
Alright, exile Grief. Block Orc.
There'll be no dawn for men.
I guess untap. And alright, cool.
Game. Blouses.
It's always awesome when your opponent scoops. You literally have 4 lands in your hand. Love it. You draw Nissa, Ring. All right, I guess we're in good shape. All right, so game 3 on the draw. I want Chalice even less than the draw, so sure. Oh, boy. Scammy, 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 scam. Why is my MTG bot thing not working? Like the motor record? I see it working on other streams. Why is it not working on my stream? Anyone know why the MTGBot.tv overlay doesn't work anymore? Mins. Yeah, sure. Keep. And's great. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working, honestly. Monkey. Alright, I guess if they have the removal spell for the halfling, things get a little awkward here, but... Alright, let's get Temple Garden. Go block, halfling.
What about 11sies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper.
The ring needs a ban. There's no chance the ring is legal this time next year. 0 chance. Obviously, we have the Wrenn. It's a little awkward to block there, but... And Thoughtseize, sure. Take the Wrenn, sure. Well, there you go. Double Thoughtseize. All right. Love these low resource games, you know? Gotta take the ring here, right? Let's have another discard effect. Alright, there goes the ring.
It is a gift.
And Flooded Strand. Should play tap land as they go. Don't need second halfling in play that bad. Hold this for a Triome or a landfall. Thoughtseize again. Jeez. Alright. 12 life to 17. We got a few halflings ready to battle. They got 2 cards in hand. Got a lot of big draws here, as we usually do. When you're playing all the good cards, you know. Alright, they have 2 cards. Am I willing to attack? They have a Fury. It's pretty bad, but I'm going to attack. Tap land. Lonely Ragavan. I mean, obviously pretty happy to trade here, so... And... Alright, Delighted Halfling, go get him, buddy. Just gonna get a Triome, I suppose. Voidwalker. Alright. I mean, like, we do need to draw a spell at some point. That'll be a big path to victory for us, I think. Like a Wrenn and Six. Not really very good in the face of Voidwalker. I guess it, like, forces it to attack, and I get to draw a land or 2 off of it. That's fine, I guess. Here's Wrenn. Plus, get back a land. Get back. Sure. A Strand. Attack for 1. There you go. So, like, Wrenn is basically like draw 2 lands, gain 6 life if they choose to attack it. Do want to get a Plains, I guess, to play around Blood Moon. They have no Swamps in play right now. Coming at me. I think it's a smart for our opponent. Just forget the freaking Wrenn. It doesn't matter that much. Need to draw a spell. Hold back halflings on Dash Ragavan. They're at 9. I think damaging them is more important. I can't really cast most of our cards right now with Ragavan anyways, so... What could I possibly have in my hand right now? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, what card could I have in my hand right now? What actual spell could I conceivably have not played last turn, you know? I guess they just wanted to scam it. Alright. I mean, scamming it's not bad, I guess. Alright. Oh my god. Come on. This is ridiculous.
So you get nothing. You lose.
I mean, now we're probably going to lose, honestly. They just have 7 power in play, and I just can't draw a freaking spell. Just start nugging them. Alright. I mean, if I draw an Omnath, that'd be nice. Honestly, any spell would be nice at this point, but sure. I offer them Wrenn, they say no. You draw Fable. This is gonna be a really embarrassing game to lose. Like, we were in perfect shape. We just can't draw a spell. There's a spell. All right, that's a start. Teferi, bounce and draw. The problem is we're still sort of dead. We kind of need to bounce the Grief, honestly, because we can't afford to. They have Menace as its highest power creature. Sure. Draw. Sure. Okay. That's pretty good. Crack this. Get a plains. Crack this. Why is it giving me priority back? Get an island. Play Omnath. Draw a card. Leyline Binding. That is really good, but I can't fetch a plains, so get this back. So land. We just like land, gain 4, upkeep. Fetch, shock, 4 life, hit the Voidwalker. That's pretty good. Alright, so play land. I want to get a Sacred Foundry, I guess. So gain 4 life. Yeah. We could get a tap land and just hard cast this off the Omnath mana, but it's better to gain life on their turn, I think. So say go. We're going to upkeep this so they can't draw a removal spell for Omnath. Gain 4, up to 8. I was thinking, do I have any voided cards? Oh, I have lands, right? Okay, good. Probably should check that first, honestly. Make sure I don't have any cards in the void zone, but binding the Fable? Nah, I think that, like, this Fable's whatever. Just the Voidwalker stealing one of our good cards or just, like, cheesing in for some shadow damage is how we're going to lose this game. So, like, they have Grief in the card they drew in hand. They discard Grief. Like, what are they going to draw here, you know? Another Voidwalker? Sure. I think we've turned the corner here. They're gonna attack. I'm just gonna block. They can't. If they might draw push, but it doesn't make sense to have push in their deck, honestly. Like push or bolt. Just gonna block this. They can kill my Omnath, so be it. I think. Hold on, they get their own Omnath then. Go to 6. Untapping game much more. That's fine. Sure, whatever. Take 2. They're attacking me, right? Yeah. They're attacking to. Wow. They had terminate. All right. They played my Flooded Strand. You got it. All right. Sure. We need to draw spells again. This is preposterous. They're at 7. Just gonna nug them. Alright. I guess. Say go. We're just gonna chump block the goblin. Most spells are good here. You know, like I guess Omnath and the Ring are the best two, but Solitude's great also. Fury's great. A lot of things are very good here for us if we can draw them. They have one card. It's a Bowmasters. Okay, I mean, we have the Wrenn anyway, so doesn't change too much. We draw a Teferi Time Raveler. All right. So Teferi needs to come up with a miracle here. We get to bounce our own binding, which is kind of cool. Problem is we have a lot more to do also. Bounce our own binding. I need to draw another removal spell. Yeah, probably dead, but...
Waka waka.
I don't know, folks. Just can't draw any spells. I guess we're dead. That's a pretty frustrating match, I'm not gonna lie. This game is just like, we had turned the corner pretty much and just like could not find a spell. Happens, I suppose. That's the match too, right? Yeah, alright. That's our first match loss. I mean, top card's obviously the Ring. Still very good. This is great there. So, yeah, alright. There aren't any lands left in our deck, so we have to draw spells eventually, right? Kind of a tilt, but it is what it is. On the play, round 5. And...
Certainty of death. Small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
Just you can't keep a damage on Mulligan. These are the cards you wanted last game, right? Alright, Mulligan, and much better. Keep. Ship a land, say... Go. This is not quite the Stone Cold nuts, but pretty damn good. Alex says, gonna sound dumb, what's the goal of this deck? It's just a control deck, basically. Just like keep 2 for 1-ing, killing your opponent's stuff, and eventually just lean on your card quality and win. Miser ran for a copy of Aragorn. Why would you want that? Oh, we're getting scammed again. This has been grief every round of the entire league. Well, now our hand's really bad, obviously, but it's fun. Alright, I guess. Oh, this is the ugly Undying Malice with the maximum tilt factor, too. Good play, opponent. Good play. Alright, yeah, I mean, just attack for 1, I guess. Get some Triomes and draw some spells, I suppose. Down to the Bugbear. Yep. Oh, we have Bowmaster here, too. Alright.
Inconceivable!
Just draw a spell. Can we just please draw a spell? Is that possible? You just give me a spell. Just 1. I don't ask for much, do I? No attacking to Bowmasters, they go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Here's Bowmaster. Good no attack.
I am too smart. I am too smart. S-M-R-T.
I think Triome's wrong. I mean, this early in the game, like, what you want your mana to work, you know? I still think I'm fetching a Triome here. Take 4. Yeah, like a Fable here. It's like, the thing is, like, when they have this draw, it's pretty damn hard to win. What the hell is this? Obnixilis? Wow, we can never beat that card. This card seems terrible, though, because, like, against the Ring, your opponent has a million cards in their hand. Alright, so... But yeah, the thing is, like, a lot of times, like, we've seen so far in this league, is that when they have the scam draw, they, like, kept a 1-lander, or their hand's not perfect, because, like, it costs so many resources to do. But when they have, like, the scam draw with 3 lands and a bunch of good spells, like, it's pretty hard to win. Sophista's plus, lose 2 unless you discard a card. We're just dead, right? Yeah, we're just super dead. Alright. Actually, is there... If we draw, like... I don't know, whatever. We'll take our turn. Obnexos is certainly interesting. Alright. In 5. Draw Teferi, Time, Raveler. We take 1 off the Bowmasters here, too. It's probably not good enough, but sure. Obnixilus, huh? Draw Prismatic Ending? That's super awkward with the halfling. Alright, sure. Take 1. We're just dead, right? Yeah, we're just... Discard both these cards to Obnixilus. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, pretty sick draw, obviously. Like, if our hand had been good, they might have still won this game. Alright. I guess we'll just discard both cards. Sure, whatever. Discard both cards. Maybe we draw Omnath into something. I don't even know. Play the Modern Challenge. Nah, it's just terrible for content. Just, like, not, you know, not good TV, so. Attack me. Alright, I mean, pretty happy to block. They have another Bowmaster. You're at a 3. Bolt me. Finish me. Yeah, that hand was like, that was a turn 4 kill. Turn 4 kill with a turn 1 scam. So, like, the actual is, like, perfect hand. So, that's fun. Alright, so, no sideboarding again. We could try Chalice in the play. Chalice on 1 is pretty good against them. Turns off Bolt, all the scam stuff, Thoughtseize, Ragavan. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Endurance stops scam, but, like, you just discard 2 cards. So, like, you're going to Himba lock yourself to stop them from scamming you, and they still get the first Thoughtseize, too, which seems really, really bad. So, we have Solitude that does that already anyway. It's, like, still not even good, so... Like, we've had the option of Solitude a grief, like, multiple times in response to the scam, and just never done it once. Just not worth losing all cards. It's important to think about, like, what's going to happen in the matchup, and, like, how the games are going to play out. And think about it in that context, not just, like, does this card answer this card? And again, Moonlight's also awkward. It's just like a 2-mana card that doesn't, you know, it's just too narrow. And you don't want to bring in narrow cards with the Thoughtseize deck because, like, you'll draw it at the wrong time. So, just keep the high card quality. Yeah, it stands pretty good. Alright, so play Triome and Zagoth. Just get a Forest. We play on Blood Moon here too pretty easily. Get a Forest, get the Wrenn going. They can't get... I guess if they scam us again, well then whatever, I guess, but... This is all bad. Damn it, card. Leave your bed everywhere. Screwing up my screen. They have it again. God. Welcome to the Pro Tour, folks. Our hand's good this time, so... Interesting untap bug. Yeah, untap has been a little awkward with the Magic Online overlays. I apologize for that. Take Prismatic Ending? That's interesting. Alright, they have the whole full scammy. You get the idea. It's a real funny joke. How much scam at the Pro Tour? I don't think scam is, like, good against this deck. Like, you know, we've already beaten it, like, twice. And, like, I think I need to have, like, the real upper end of their range to win. Without the scam draws, like, we just, you know, just crush them in cards. Like, I'm just gonna play Wrenn here. Just, like, gain 4 life, draw a land isn't too bad. We have the 1 ring in our hand. Alright, what do you got? Yeah, they have another, like, really good hand. Like, you know, certainly some of the best nut draws in the format come from this deck. Alright. Alright, so... Yeah, we're just going to do it again. Same play as last turn. Just, like, develop the mana base and draw out of it is the A1 plan against them. You know, last game they had too much damage to really let me do that, but it's just like, you know, gain 4 life again. We're at 18. We have a bunch of lands. All of our spells are awesome. Just need to draw one of our spells. Occasionally you won't draw them, like happened in the last match, but like that's just, you know, part of the cost of doing business in a Magic the Gathering format when you're playing Magic the Gathering. All right. Even have Plains Forest for Blood Moon if they have Blood Moon here. Nope. All right. Yeah, great. So let's go Teferi. Bounce the old Grief Skis. Bowmaster, sure. Whatever. Just like, again, we're just trying to buy time to draw Omnath of the Ring or some big card. You know, whatever. We're still going to minus here and bounce Grief. That's pretty awkward, I guess. So now they have a land they can hard cap Grief, take Solitude. I think that was right. Maybe I should have bounced something else. Or, I guess take my Solitude. It's kind of awkward. Let's see, go. Yeah, so they had to have a land too. They had it. We're still in like reasonably okay shape. That was pretty bad for us though. I don't think we can not play Teferi though, nor do I think we can not use it. Just need to like draw a spell. You know, like there really isn't much more to it than that. Not exactly the high level analysis of these last few games. Just need to draw a spell. That's a spell. Alright, so we'll hold the fetch and just say go. Looking to Solitude and then block the Bowmasters probably. You could have a removal spell here, but what are you going to do? They have 3 cards in their hand still. Terminated. Alright, so take 3, we're at 10. They have 2 cards. We're still drawing all of our big cards. Or Windswept Heath, that's cool too. I'm running out of like sound effects for us drawing a land, because we just draw a land every turn. So, alright, sure, I guess. No Bowmaster at least.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Surprise, I have a land in my hand. Fury, Solitude, Ring, Omnath. Teferi's fine. Just like any spell, please.
Waka waka.
Well, folks, that's it. Stream's over. I'm out of negative soundboard effects for drawing poorly. So I guess that's it for this stream. I don't know. I can't go anymore. So. Yeah, between game 3 of our last match and then this match, like, sometimes you just can't win. I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe because it's very differently, but yeah, whatever. All right. Their hands are pretty good too, but all right. Yeah, I mean, so we're at 3-2. Both losses were pretty damn shitty. I do think this deck could maybe play Fable. You know, there's versions that have played Fable. Playing 61 and 2 Elesh Norns is just heinously bad. Just like, if you do nothing else to this list, cut the Elesh Norn. The sideboard didn't seem very good either, honestly. Like, we didn't board like in almost any of our matches. So like, again, this did well at the Bologna whatever big tournament last weekend. I think it was an RC, maybe. I don't even know what it was. But I don't think this is the best possible list. I would have to change a few cards here or there, maybe the sideboard a little bit too. But at its core, this is definitely one of the best decks in the format. The power is ridiculous. So that's his deck. More decks come on stream. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and peace.